Welcome back to our hyperlocal content series. Today we're going to talk about improving recommended searches. We'll dive into community pages, talk about how you make the two work together, and why local content is so important on your website. ZTR cannot compete with you and your local knowledge. I already went over this in the last video, so I'm not going to bore you with the rant. In case you missed it, check it out. There's a link for it in the description box. The easiest place to start with local content is to use it to enhance the pages you already have on your site, pages people are already visiting, your recommended searches. Just a little bit of quality, unique content can help increase and improve your organic page ranks as well as the user experience. Okay, don't panic. I can hear you all freaking out that you have 20 plus town-specific recommended searches. Let's just focus on the top priority towns first and work from there. So where do you start once you've identified the top priority towns? The content on these pages doesn't need to be super specific or super extensive. Just a general summary of the town would be fine. Tackle these pages the way you would if you were talking to somebody who's never been to the area before. In a casual conversation. Let's talk about the town. We're gonna name the town. We're gonna use the state and the town. We're going to use a descriptor like unique or bustling, thriving, rural, rustic. We're going to give a distance as to how far it is from the local, the nearest local city. This is more important if we're talking about suburbs. Think about, the suburbs of Boston, something like that. We're also going to talk about, does it have a downtown? Does it have a quaint town green? Does it have great dining options? Does it have local stores and boutiques? Is it an art district? And then we'll talk about the housing styles and the architecture. Brownstones, contemporary mansions, historic homes. Is it an established family neighborhood? Remember, as I mentioned before, the content on this page doesn't need to be super in-depth. We're going to save that for the community pages. But the one thing to remember is it needs to be unique. Don't just copy and paste from Wikipedia and Google. Just like your English teacher, Google will not give you any credit for copying text you see on other sites like Wikipedia. Remember, besides, you're the person who's been in that area. Trust your instincts. Once we're done with that, then we'll talk about the super in-depth stuff on the community pages, what we're going to go to next. But remember to put a link to those community pages on this page. A good way to do that is to say, learn more about Burlington, Vermont, or whatever town you're talking about.